Greetings, this is Jim Lindsay. This is a CIS video, and in it I will be giving you some information about Hootsuite. This is part of the Twitter project, and part of one of the things I want you to learn about with regard to Twitter is how to monitor the content that you can get from Twitter, as well as to post content to Twitter through this third-party source through Hootsuite, because it can save you a tremendous amount of time, and also it allows you to come up with while you're creative, you can come up with all these really great tweets and create those and then schedule those to actually post when you would want them to, because maybe you work all day but you want to be tweeting things. Let's say your demographic target market is a young crowd, which is out at like 10, 11, 12, 1 or 2 in the morning, and you're not up then because you got a business, your business is running during the day. Well, you can capture all those ideas during the day and then schedule those to come out just like you're actually online. And so that's why I want you to learn about Hootsuite. So to do that, I've got a guy named Tom Dreon. This is a fictional character, one of my fictional characters, and Tom has a LinkedIn account. He also has a Twitter account, and we're going to connect to these two social media accounts through Hootsuite. He does not have a Hootsuite account yet, and so we're going to do that. This is all part of the Twitter project, and you'll recall that when I gave you the project orientation, I was talking about steps 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the Twitter project, hands-on project, involved Hootsuites. Well, this is some more information that's going to help you complete this. So let's go to, step 7 says, create a Hootsuite account for your character. How does that happen? Well, let's jump into Hootsuite. It's hootsuite.com, and hoot, of course, is like an owl hoots, so Hootsuite. And what we need to do is we need to sign up, and this is free. You click on the sign up button. As you scroll through and look at this page, there are various types of accounts that you could get. What we're interested in is this free one. This is free for as long as basically for forever, as long as you're only connecting to 3 different profiles. You get some basic analytical information, some message scheduling. So there's a lot more that you could do with the product, but these things I'm going to teach you about these guys right here. So we're going to jump in here to get started for free. It's going to say, okay, who are you? And then at that point, you have to type in your information for your character, and of course, your character is going to be the same fictional character that you used for the LinkedIn account. So let me type my stuff in. I'll be right back once I've got this typed in. Okay, I've typed my information in here. I wanted to, before I hit the create account button, I wanted to make sure you see this time zone portion. It automatically defaults to the Eastern time zone, and it's important that you get the central time zone, get the correct time zone for wherever you live, because when you schedule things, in order for things to come out at the appropriate time for the central time zone or mountain time zone or wherever you live, you need to tell it where you are. And so find that. If you're in Louisville, go with Louisville or whatever the right place is, but select your correct time zone, then you hit create account. All right, I'm back. I actually had an account for Tom. That's what makes this teaching this hard, is that coming up with all these fake accounts is so time consuming, and I'd forgotten that I actually had created I'd created a LinkedIn a Hootsuite account for him already, so I apologize on that. Do what I was showing you, where you hit the button to create the account, and you're going to get to a screen that looks kind of like this. And I went ahead and just deleted everything for him, all his connections and all that stuff. So I'll show you now what you're going to do next. So you hit the create account on that screen we were at a moment ago, and what you then have to do is connect Hootsuite to your social networks, to your different accounts. And so you do that by add a social network. And so I'm going to click on that. And you actually might be you might be prompted with this what you see right here as soon as you hit the create an account. So these are different things that you can connect to, YouTube all the way through Twitter. I'm going to first connect to Twitter, So I'm going to select that as what I'd like to connect to, and so I'm going to uncheck this follow Hootsuite on Twitter and connect with Twitter, and then I'm going to be prompted for my my login stuff at Twitter. I'm going to tell it to remember me. I'm going to authorize that app. So I now have Twitter as part of my Hootsuite collection. I'm going to do the same thing for LinkedIn. So I'll click on Add Social Network. I'll go to LinkedIn, and it says, hey, you know, you have a profile, you're in a group, you're following companies. What exactly is it that you want to do? And again, I'm going to uncheck the box to follow Hootsuite on LinkedIn, and I'm going to go with connect with LinkedIn. I have to provide it with the what do you want to connect with. I want to do the group and my profile, add those selected accounts, and now those are available down here. So great. So now I have my LinkedIn connection and my Twitter connection. If I wanted to do this also with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever else I wanted to connect to, I'd go through the same process right here. Now what I need to do, I need to now establish something, create something called tabs and streams. And the tabs are basically where you can keep track of, where you can monitor your different networks. All right, to make that happen, as you hover over the left side of the screen here, these are different things that are available to you in Hootsuite. And to get my tab created, I'm going to start a stream. And on one of my tabs, I'm going to have a LinkedIn tab, and on my LinkedIn tab I'm going to monitor several things from LinkedIn. I'm going to have 3 different streams. I'm sorry, for Twitter I'm going to have 3 different streams on that one tab, and you'll see what that looks like in just a minute. So I'm going to click on streams, and I'll click on the plus button here to add that tab. I get to give it a name. I go with Twitter on this one. So my tab is called Twitter. And then from this, I can start to add these different streams here, right? So it's got my different choices from Twitter. I could mention like my home screen at Twitter, where I'm mentioned, where I've been retweeted, my followers. These are all different things that it can keep track of for me from Twitter. So I'm just going to go with my home right there. And it took a second to populate, but then after I clicked on home, then that dude popped up right there, and that's my home. If I went over to Twitter and looked at this, that's what's showing up on my home screen in Twitter, right? So, but let me get this out of the way. I'm just going to click on OK, got it. And I wanted 2 other things on my Twitter tab of Hootsuite. I want my mentions. Basically, I want to know when people talk about me. All right, and I also would like to know who my followers are. And so these are people that are following Tom Dreon, my home screen. And so this gives me all kinds of information about my, what I've tweeted, what people are tweeting about me, and so on. And so as I monitor this, I can see all this stuff in one place instead of having to go from screen to screen to screen over in Twitter. Now, I'd like to do, and you could keep going. You could actually add other, you'll see, like, I'm just using a single social media site per tab, but you could use this drop down box and also go to LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or whatever else if you wanted to. And so what I'm going to recommend to you is, as you start learning to use this, is to use different tabs for the different sites. And so I'm going to add a new tab. I call this one LinkedIn Profile. And on it, I'm going to use for which one of my accounts. I'm going to go with the Tom Dreon LinkedIn home screen, and it's going to pop up, and there's the stuff that I'm seeing on my LinkedIn home screen. So that's how I can start to monitor what's going on with my LinkedIn profile. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go with my Pasadena Partnership Group, and from it I'm going to go to the Pasadena Partnership Group, and I'm going to look at all the discussions going on there. And so these are different discussions going on at the Pasadena Partnership Group. That's what's going on at my LinkedIn profile right there, and that's what's going on over on Twitter. So that's how you set up this account. Now, how do you use this? So that's how you monitor stuff. Now, how do you use this to send things out, for yourself to these different places? Well, that's done pretty easily up here. You've seen as I hover at the top, I get this little box starts to pop up here. It's going, and it asks you, to compose your message. So I'm going to do something like, "Hi, it's rainy in Kentucky today." And so I can send that to lots of places. I could send that to my Twitter account. If I select that, it's going to send it through Twitter. You'll see how it's highlighted. I could also send it to my Pasadena group if I wanted to. Whatever you select, it's going to send it to those areas. I'm going to just go with Twitter for this, and then hit send now. So it does it. If I jump over to Twitter now and refresh this page here, you'll see it tweeted it for me. And I didn't do a thing in Twitter. I did everything over here in Hootsuite. But because it's connected, it reached over there and made that tweet for me. Other things you can do in your Hootsuite communications, you can include pictures. You can include you work with the targeting options. You can attach video. You can attach pictures, and you can also schedule. So let me do this. It's about 5:25 where I am, and there's about a 15-minute window that it makes you wait. But have a good night, everybody. And I'm going to go to schedule, and I'm going to say it's that's the date today. It's 7/8, but it looks like about the earliest I can get that out is 5:35. So I'm going to schedule that, and I'll have to select which of my networks to put that on. I'll do that through Twitter, and I'll schedule that. And so now that's scheduled. If I go to my calendar down here, I can look at my scheduled stuff, and I can see where that's going to go out. Let me show that to you. Let me go to the publisher. You click on the publisher, and it shows you at that time that is going to go out. So we have to wait another 7 minutes for that to show up. But that's how you schedule stuff. And then you can see like once things have like after 5:35 p.m. if I looked at this past scheduled section, basically give me a calendar and it'd show me stuff that I had sent out on particular days. And so that's how you can see what's scheduled. That's how you can see stuff that you've already sent through the scheduler, and then through this interface of the streams. That's how you can monitor things, as well as you can jump up here into the composing portion of it to compose your tweets and LinkedIn posts. And so that's the process. You're going to need to play with this. When you look at the assignment, what I want you to do is to create your Hootsuite account, join those same things that I joined. I want you to, through Hootsuite, send various tweets. I want you to tweet just plain text. I want you to also send tweets with pictures in them. I want you to tweet at Susan White directly. I also want you to include the hashtag WKU320 in all of your tweets. That will help me keep track of your stuff. If I'm trying to find things, if you include that hashtag, that can help me. And you need to take screenshots and captions and put this stuff into your documentation. Again, I cannot see, when you're in Hootsuite, I cannot see this for you because this is your account. It's behind you have to log in to get to it. And there's no way for me to see this, whatever you've done here. So you have to document it through that Word file, documentation file. So once you're done with that, once you've done all these 10 things, you will save and close your your documentation file, and over on Blackboard with the syllabus quiz, papers, and homework tab, you will go to the hands-on portion, click on that link, and then submit your documentation file, that Word document, to prove that you've done everything. So if you have questions, contact me. Again, this is due at that date and time. If you need help with this, if you have questions, contact me, as far in advance of that as you can, so I can actually be of service to you. But I look forward to seeing your work. Thanks for your time and attention.